Hey, you're tuned in to Prophetess SheenaTV. Come on, y'all. My little intro beat and my outro beat. Hey, y'all, I'm trying, but I need you to subscribe at the bottom. Anyway, today's topic of the video is doors. I don't mean to offend any of the Hispanic community with this video. It's just something that I wanted to speak on to talk about the division that goes on and the fear that goes on, dated back to slavery amongst the African American people, my people. And it's sad. This all came about from me noticing my neighbors. I have two Hispanic families that live across from me in my apartment complex. And pretty much, I noticed that the father would come home and he'd always just walk in the house. The neighbor across the way, obviously the families know each other. Like I said, this video is not to offend any Hispanic families or to be stereotypic, but a lot of stereotypes, unfortunately, you guys, are true. Not every stereotype, but a lot of them are true, including about African Americans, because I love me some chicken, okay? So that's a stereotype, and I love me some watermelon. So we just gonna put that out there right now. So anyway, getting back to the topic of video, doors. Pretty much I noticed that, even the wife or the children, they'd come home and it was like, they would just walk in their house or they'd go across to their neighbor's house. And I was like, they're not locking their door. And it dawned on me, the door is never locked. Their back door, which faces my back door here in Chicago, you know, it would just seem odd. It would be even as late as midnight, and I'd go out on my back porch to get some fresh air before going to bed. And I noticed that the father would be coming home late, and he would just walk in his house. And I'm thinking, man, do they ever lock their doors? Then it dawned on me, the reason I'm having a problem with that is because since, and many of you as well, it's not just specifically for African Americans, but a lot of us was raised, you better lock your door. You may eat that chicken or that watermelon or have them barbecues with your neighbor, but there's a trust factor that we are lacking amongst each other. Particularly when you grow up in poor or urban neighborhoods. You're just taught you lock your door, period. You could have just spent the night at your neighbor's house, but you lock your door. But within this Hispanic community, a lot of people might say, well, in Mexico or in Central America, there's more of a farming or community type environment where they're able to just go back and forth or go to a neighbor's house and say, hey, I have some corn, or hey, I'm bringing you this quilt or this blanket. So I get a sense of the community and where it comes from. And if many of them are new to this country, there's a lot of ways that I noticed that fortunately, a lot of my people that say, oh, those Mexicans or oh, those Hispanics, they're doing stuff that doesn't make any sense. Well, a lot of their ways we need to open our mind to realize is coming from Central America, where they came from. They have a sense of community, and we're not going to even talk about how they look out for each other. But the reason the doors aren't locked is because if me or someone that doesn't look anything like them or any of their friends even step foot on those back porches, someone is looking out for them. Someone is looking. If they don't have any guns or knives or I don't know what they have in their home to protect their families. But it's a sense of, I'm going to look out for you. And that's how it was, in East LA, because, I was born and raised in Los Angeles, and my grandmother had a friend that lived in East LA, and we went over her house, and I had to think back to when I was a child, and they literally left their door was open. The neighbor's door was open. Oh, just go around back. And that's how it used to be for us in the 40s and the 50s in African American communities. But like I said, we'll have a barbecue at your house or have a drink. And that evening, oh, we're going to lock that door. Where does that come from? Well, I'm going to dig a little deeper. It comes from slavery. It comes from the mentality that the slave master has taught us not to trust each other. They separated us with the house Negro and then the field Negro. So then we kind of are looking at each other, the whole light skin, dark skin thing. Oh, she's one of those light skinned women that, it's some of you right now looking at the fact that I don't have my turban on. I chose not to wear it today. I wore one of my wigs, Let me know. Subscribe. Hit a comment at the bottom if you do like this wig. Hey, But you'll look at my videos, but you won't subscribe. What does that say? I need y'all's support. I'm here for you. I'm bringing you topics that maybe you thought about, but I'm here to talk about it. I'm here to bring the truth. And that's what Prophetess SheenaTV is all about. I haven't been on here in a while, guys, because unfortunately I had some bad news that came to me. My mother passed away. And it's been very difficult for me. Keep me in your prayers. But I just wanted to come back on my YouTube channel as Prophetess SheenaTV and bring it to you. But yeah, like I said, this topic of this video is about doors. And it's like, we're still suffering, y'all. We are still suffering from that mentality. Am I suggesting that you go and lock your doors? No, because my doors is going to be locked tonight. I got kids up in here. And best believe, I got something that I can protect myself if someone comes through these doors, okay? But, think about it. Why are these Hispanic families so comfortable leaving their back doors open where they just casually go back and forth? If any of you have any insight, please hit the subscribe key, like my video, and please comment. Comment on this. I would like your insight on this. And to all my Facebook friends that have linked to this video, go back to Facebook and share the video. That way some of my Facebook followers can share it and I get some more likes. I need your support. But I'm going to still keep my door locked. It's just something to think about, how we don't have a trust of each other. And to me, it does date back to that mentality. African Americans in this country is suffering from slavery on a mental, psychological standpoint that hasn't even begun to break the surface. Doors, y'all. Doors. Doors. Think about it. Peace. Don't forget to leave a comment, a like, and subscribe. Love y'all. Mwah.